today we heard new information from the secretary, but it's still subject to discussion where this is noticed a real hope. And the early positions of the Bureau that is basically closing down the school. Well, if you reprovision elsewhere, it is not the same institution and still need to put up for tendering. So that was very clear to us. And now that after closing down, well, the demolition will go ahead. However, the school will be strengthened. Well, I suppose no institution is not willing to enhance their service. The LW made it clear that to Hong Kong society and the service users is most important as the service can continue. So you shouldn't say that it's probably not certain that whether the operator will continue after demolition. So after the relocation, I suppose the institution could continue to improve themselves. So for you to put this an obstacle is rather baffling. I hope that this is indeed a real hope. I hope that you can let us know as soon as possible that you would let the institution continue to run. And and for the demolition, why do you need to closing down the school and identify another site? Why can't we redevelop in situ? If you claim that the building needs to be upgraded, I believe that is well warranted, but can you have a in situ redevelopment? Why must the civil service be built on that site and not elsewhere? Well, it is an institution. It can be placed anywhere, but why must it be in this location, which is the site of a long-standing organization, instead of evicting them and have the civil service college in its place? So there's a convincing argument that is a very keen demand for that location that could not be moved is even more important than the Shine Center. So as we heard from the students and the graduates, and this academic institution is organic. If you close out and just move it elsewhere or close it down altogether, well, in terms of talent and knowledge accumulation, as well as the relationship with the service use and its sustainable development, that will be hugely detrimental to them. So why? Of course, we're not objecting to the civil service college, but why am this located in this site, whereas the Shine we need to move to another location? And for the future new location of Shine, were even more appealing. If you claim it's more accessible, even a bigger space that allow to develop into a better campus, well, that's a different story. But right now, will we have any details? I think the Bureau would need to provide more information. Is it a real or a false hope? And Chairman, thank you for letting me to respond to this question and the question raised by Alvin Young. So this kind of service must evolve over time, and just like the Shine Center, from my memory, back in some of the service offered in Shine Centers over 2 decades ago no longer exists because some of them will no longer fit the needs of the current society. For these service offering to have continued to evolve, and well, also have the results of the scope of service and the amount of subvention between the VTC and the different government bureaus. For this site selection for this civil service college, the Chief Secretary had mentioned on numerous occasions that this is just not a civil service college. It also had to do with the revitalizations of the GI sites and hopeful for a comprehensive renewal, of which the Shine site is one of them. And so how can we take it forward? So this, well, it's not that the VTC would need to compete with other NGOs for the reprovisioned institution, but will first negotiate with VTC on the service of the strengthened IVTC. Well, first we let the VTC to decide whether they would like to take over or not. Well, we have some preliminary ideas. We need to hash out the details with the operator. It's not that other NGOs will have the same opportunity to become the new center operator.